Hey, Alex, how you doing, man?
Hey, Kelly, how are you?
I'm doing well. We're right in the middle of summer. It's
Yeah,
crazy. It's hot outside.
yeah, but that hot isn't just a summer thing around here. It's pretty much
True.
hot 6 months out of the year.
At least. And you know who I feel bad for this time of year?
Who's that?
The Amazon drivers.
Oh,
I mean, the UPS guys. They're out there working their tails off. But you know what I like to offer them when they pull up and deliver something is a nice, refreshing cold can of liquid death. Have you ever had this before?
yeah, I know, but if we should tell our listeners that we've sold out. That Kelly's a downright sellout at this point,
Yep.
and we're Liquid Death is paying us a lot of money now to promote their product. So.
Tons and tons of money.
Yeah. So what is that? Just water?
This one is. This is the mountain water. It's still drinking water, and by still, it doesn't mean it was. It was before and it is now, even though that's the case. It's non-carbonated. But Liquid Death has a lot of different types. But I like to offer the UPS drivers that when they bring their package up, a nice cold bottle of water because it is hot outside. But you know what they used to do back in the day sometimes? Not necessarily to UPS drivers because UPS didn't exist, but to the mailman or other delivery people,
What's that?
they would hand them cash.
Who would?
Well, some people back in the day, before you could order things online, would actually do a thing called cash on delivery.
Oh, COD. I remember that. So that's instead of paying for shipping.
No, this was before before Apple Cards, before Amazon.
Instead of paying for the item.
This was the Venmo of yesteryear.
Okay.
So you would order the item, you would not pay anything, you wouldn't pay anything when it was ordered, and then when it was delivered, you would actually hand the delivery driver cash for the item.
So if you bought something that was $50, you'd give the delivery driver $50.
I think so. Yeah, it was basically a situation where the delivery driver was also the cashier for the store or the company you were ordering from. You're ordering from Sears and Roebuck. You're ordering from Montgomery Ward's catalog. Whoever you're ordering from, you have to pay cash to the delivery driver.
So in addition to the driving, when the delivery driver gets back at the end of the shift, he's got to settle up and send all that money to where it's supposed to go. Although
That's
most
right.
of it was probably Sears Roebuck.
Well, Montgomery Ward's, Sears Roebuck. I think Josky's back in the day if you were ordering clothes.
Joskies.
This was a thing that the Postal Service actually offered. So it was part of the mail person's job. Mail people back in the day, and back then they were called mailmen, right? There weren't really many mail women.
No.
But mailmen back in the day, they had leather sacks. They took cash. They walked everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these guys were pretty hardcore. But this whole thing with COD, what I don't really get is you place the order, the shipment gets, or the package gets shipped and there's no payment. You deliver, the delivery person brings you the item, and then you actually hand the person the money. It's kind of like if Uber Eats came to you and when the food arrived, you paid them for the check, right? I mean, it's just kind of a weird deal.
I wonder why they stopped that. I mean, they stopped it way before the internet, right?
Well, the big thing was credit cards. So COD was big because a lot of people back then didn't have credit cards. And so I think COD could also be a check. You could probably write a check and hand it to them. You know, cash was sort of analogous to a cash or check. C also stands for check, right? But now with credit cards, what's happening is the credit card company is fronting the money for you to pay the vendor that's shipping you the item. And then when you receive the item at the end of the month, you get a statement from your credit card company and you hopefully pay that balance, or you carry that balance and pay interest. So that's kind of how COD came to disappear, because credit cards made it easier for people to buy things but not have to pay for them immediately.
Yeah, before credit cards, that's the only way you could do it would be to, because I don't think it was ever legal to send cash in the mail. Is that a rumor or was that a thing? I was always told that you weren't allowed to put cash like in an envelope and send it in the mail.
Really? I don't know if that's legal. I don't know if that was illegal. I was always told it's a bad idea.
Bad idea,
right?
right?
I mean, I also feel like handing $50 to the delivery driver, especially back in the day when $50 was worth something, handing that to a delivery driver is also a bad idea.
Yeah. No, I heard that, and then I always used to think I was getting away with something when I'd get the $2 bill from my grandparents for my birthday.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember that.
Like they were, skirting the
Oh, because
law.
they mailed it to you. They sent it to you in a card.
In a card, yeah.
Dear
yeah.
Alec.
Yeah, exactly.
So the other thing that would often happen with the COD is the delivery driver would actually write you a receipt. So you would get a receipt to prove that you paid the money. Otherwise, who's to say the delivery driver doesn't lose the money or pocket the money and the vendor
Right.
never gets paid and then they come after you.
I'm sure that would happen from time to time.
Yeah.
You'd take the job for a day maybe and pocket some money and quit your job.
Hey, can I do the COD run for everybody? Anybody who's got a package going out COD, I'll take care of that.
Maybe just take the truck and the money and never be seen again, right?
Yeah, man. That's how a lot of entrepreneurs got their start back in the day. It really was also kind of one of those things where it was a bit of a risk because someone could show up and bring you something and then demand the money for it. But you would say, I didn't order that thing. So then what happens? They have to take it back. And so it's a risk to the people that are selling it. Or do they just force you to take it and force you to pay the money? I mean, there's all kinds of things that can go wrong with COD.
Yeah, we probably have a better service now. But I feel like I was seeing like TV ads for things that advertise COD right up until, maybe 20 years ago. I don't think it's a thing of that far. I think they were still offering COD like into this century.
So you actually can still do COD in parts of the world. Parts of Asia still have it. Parts of Africa still have it. There's developing nations that still use COD because credit cards and things like Venmo and PayPal and things like that aren't as common. Now, I think a lot of people now are tying their bank accounts to their phones, so they're able to just pay through their phone. But there is still COD in some parts of the world. It's just not very popular in the U.S. And again, that's because you've got things like credit cards, and a lot of people are able to just pay using the app directly.
Yeah, that's probably a good plan.
Did you ever do a COD?
No. Kind of wish I did now.
I think a lot of people in this generation feel like COD is either a video game or a type of fish.
Sure. Wait, what's the video game? Call of Duty, right?
Call of Duty or a COD.
Yeah, I knew the cod liver oil.
Right. Did you ever take cod liver oil?
Yes.
Really?
And then you'd burp it up for a while.
Yeah. It's kind of. I sometimes take those little fish oil pills, and they kind of do that to me. Well, it's not something I think many people miss. It certainly is a relic from the past. But if you hear anybody mention "send it to me" COD, they're probably trying to scam you. So stay away from that. If you lived 100 years ago or even 50 years ago, it would make sense. But in today's modern world, COD is a big fat dead end.
Let me ask you this:
Yeah.
Do you ever my virtual assistant, who's part of Amazon? Because if I say her name, she'll probably go off right now. But
Is her name similar to yours?
yes, she will tell me, "Hey, just let me know if you want to thank the delivery driver." I've never done that, but I can't imagine that if I did it, that it would like immediately get to the driver and they'd say, "Hey, I just want to let you know that person that you just delivered that thing to wants to thank you." I wonder what the back end of that is.
Okay, well, let me reverse that for you, because if you're talking about Amazon deliveries, you immediately get a photo of what was delivered on your porch, right?
Right.
So it's probably just the reverse of that. Like whatever technology allows that photo to show up in your inbox that quickly from that person's mobile device.
Well, they're driving their van, and then what happens? I say, hey, tell them thank you. And what happens? They're driving the van, and then what happens?
I think that probably through FM radio waves, it blares through their car stereo, and you hear a big "Thank you from Alex."
You know what? If they would advertise that, I would do it every time.
Yeah,
they need to do a better job of saying what happens if I do that.
I actually wonder if it's a tip. I wonder if it's actually like Amazon like charges you $2 or something and tips the driver.
They should let people know what happens if you.
You should just do it once and find out.
I'll never. How would I never know? I don't get a receipt for that. Thank you.
You mean how would you know if they got it?
Yeah.
Do you have the same driver pretty regularly?
How would I know? I never see them. They don't ring the doorbell.
How about this? Go outside occasionally, Alex.
Touch grass.
Touch grass and get back to nature, man. Just watch for that delivery driver to come through your door or come to your door. I guess my office in my current house and my office in my old house were both like right at the front of the house. So I would see the UPS driver or the Amazon driver coming up every time.
Then should I wave to them or should I just go over to my device and say, hey, Alexa, please tell my delivery driver, thank you. I think a friendly wave was better.
No. Do that and then go wave and then have them stand there until they receive that message. Like, don't let them go. Offer them a liquid death and just sit on the porch like the olden days and just hang out.
Jeff Bezos, if you're listening, I'm sure you are. Market that. Put a commercial down talking about what happens when people say thank you to the delivery driver. And I bet thank yous will go up. Unless, like Kelly says, unless you're paying people, in which case then you probably don't want that to go up because you're cheap bastard.
Yeah. And by the way, I think the delivery drivers should be paid extra in the summertime, or at least given a nice, cold, refreshing liquid death.
Summertime is their probably their downtime compared to like holiday time.
No, I've ordered so much stuff this summer. I guess because I just moved, maybe.
Well, it's not just because of you. I bet the summer is the downtime for these guys.
Well, if you work for Amazon or UPS or Liquid Death, email us, not@dirtnapcity.com. And if you want to send us something, send it to Alex, and he will pay the delivery driver in cash via COD just to go old school.
Your Benz. Knock, knock, who's there? It's a box of doubt. Hand it over, pay up. What's this about? I never ordered a garden gnome, yet here it is far from home. Could I trust his grin? Could I let him win? Cash on the doorstep, cash on demand. A stranger's palm holds your hard-earned stand. Is it fate or a gamble? Who really knows? But thanks to the drivers who brave all the roads. Was it a sweater or a toaster inside? Feels like a mystery, I can't decide. What if I owe what I never agreed? The delivery game is a risky breed. Is it mine to take, or some grand mistake? Cash on the doorstep, cash on demand.